Hi everybody, Jacob here. Welcome back to my channel. I went to Target to check out some Jurassic World Rebirth toys and also trying to see if there's any Hammond collection, maybe a Spinosaurus, or to check out the Stegosaurus. But then I saw these colossal versions. We have the Mesosaurus here. Mouth doesn't open and close until you don't unbox it fully, but I was looking at that second row of teeth inside, very interesting. And then we have the T-Rex, and then we have also the Titanosaurus. I found the Stegosaurus. Now, I was looking at them, and they had quite a few of them. This is the Hammond collection Stegosaurus, and they had like, I think, 8 of them. And I'm looking at them and I'm thinking to myself, wait, hold on a minute. Do they have 2 different versions of the Stegosaurus from the Hammond collection? What am I missing here? And then I look at its frontal feet and I think to myself, they're a little bit short in this box. Is this a variant? Now look at them side by side. There's the like more light green belly, mossy green upper, $42.99 is the price tag for the Jurassic World Hammond Collection Stegosaurus at Target. And then there's this version with a kind of beigey, pinky belly, and then there's like a green moss and brown upper. Now this is the one that we all know from the Hammond collection, and I'm looking at the side, looking at the one in the back, and the one behind that. I'm like, okay, they all look the same. They all have that upper moss green, lower light green belly. There it is again. It has like the brown kind of spikes at the top or whatever they're called. And I'm checking out, okay, the eye. Here's the last one. Also the light green belly and then the mossy green top. This is the back of the box. So this is the American edition. It doesn't have all the different languages at the bottom. And now I'm looking at this one again and I'm thinking to myself, well, also the articulation is limited, like at the knee, there's like no bending there. It's like, it looks like one of their basic Stegosaurus figures. And so I'm kind of turning it around thinking maybe it has a different text in the back, checking out the tape on one side. These Hammond collection tapes, I've also noticed this on the Spinosaurus. They have like kind of that mattified Scotch tape vibe. Here is where I see there's a double tape. There's that cut Scotch tape, and then on top of it is a glossy tape. So I'm like, oh, I see what happened here. I see what happened here. So somebody purchased the Hammond collection Stegosaurus, as well as a regular release Jurassic World Stegosaurus, which at this point, I don't know. This one could have been Camp Cretaceous or some other Jurassic World edition of the Stegosaurus. And they bought the cheaper one as well as the more expensive one. And then what they did was, and look, I mean, even the neck, the head is tied up properly. But around the belly, there's no tight wrap around the belly, right? Like here you have one around the neck and around the belly, underneath, like kind of the armpit, I call it. But I think that somebody purchased the expensive Stegosaurus, well, the Hammond collection Stegosaurus for $40. And then they purchased for, I don't know, 20 or 30 bucks, the cheaper version of Stegosaurus. They unboxed both of them. They placed the cheaper Stegosaurus back into the Hammond collection box, Stegosaurus box, and then they returned it to Target, got their money back, and basically got themselves a Stegosaurus for, I don't know, 10 to 20 bucks cheaper. So instead of the $42.99, they got themselves a Stegosaurus for, I don't know how much the other one costs, $27 or maybe even less, because, sometimes also at Target, the Jurassic World toys go on sale. So somebody could have also gotten the other Stegosaurus once it was on clearance or had some 25% off or 30% off. Target always has some form of like special, prices on these. I've never seen them reduce like the newer Hammond collection figures, however. Although, sure, the Stegosaurus is new still. It's the newest Hammond collection figure at the moment. But also the Spinosaurus, I've never seen it reduced. Quite frankly, it sells out the second it hits the shelves anyway. So I don't think that the Spino will go on clearance, but the other regular Jurassic World figures do go on clearance. So instead of the $42.99 for the Hammond collection, somebody bought this version, this Stegosaurus here, for probably a sale price, and then when it was on sale, it probably went for under $20. So you can see it's more than 50% off sale. Instead of getting a Hammond collection for $43, you get it for 20 something dollars. That's cool, except it's not cool because this is illegal. And this is also really, really bad for other collectors or people that are maybe not collectors, that don't know too much about these toys, and they don't know that actually somebody is being fraudulent and scamming them and has placed another figure inside of the Hammond collection box, or has placed a non-Hammond collection dinosaur into a Hammond collection dinosaur box. And this is, quite frankly, something I've noticed lately also in other places. A lot of this scammeria going on. And this is not cool, because, I mean, I don't know. I've been thinking about a lot of different options here. Did somebody from the staff do this? Now, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged, just my opinion, and I'm not trying to say that somebody at Target did this. Probably not. I have a sneaky suspicion this was a customer that returned this fraudulently, and the person working at the returns just did not either know, did not pay much attention. But also you can see, like, it took me a minute when they're standing next to each other. Look at them, the two next to each other. Like, it took me a minute as well to figure it out, because I thought, wait, what is going on here? And then, like, when I really looked up close, I realized, oh, okay, this is not a variant. And this is also not a factory mistake, because the tape on the side of the box has been tampered with. So I can see how something like this can pass through the control of at returns. When you go to Target and you want to return something, like, I've returned stuff as well, but they always ask me, like, hey, if I return a toy unopened, because I usually return a toy if I find it, cheaper elsewhere. And also Target is now going to stop doing their price matching, by the way, with other shops like with Walmart or Amazon. So that's going to be a tragedy. End of July, they're going to stop allegedly doing their price matching. But so in the past, when I would find it somewhere else for cheaper, I would then return the sealed box back to Target, and they would always ask, have you opened it? They would inspect to see if there's been tampering with the tape or something, as they should. Yeah, I'm never upset when they do that. I don't feel guilty. I'm happy that they're inspecting this, because I also want this toy to then be okay for somebody else who purchases it after I've returned it. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts about this. I mean, to me, this is shocking. So I did contact a Target employee, and I said to them, hey, this has been tampered with. They did take it away later on. Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe, thumb up this video, and never give up on Dino Love.